Hello everyone, and let's do a book talk for What Doesn't Break by Cassandra Khaw. Eventually I will get back to trying to do some kind of fine design on my face. I don't have it in me right now just because I'm on restricted movements. I can't, from my back surgery, I can't bend, I can't lift things, I can't twist. So to bend over to get my makeup, it's just not going to happen right now. So eventually I'll get back to it, but with those restrictions, and I'm still tired and physically, no. Anyway, let's go ahead and get back into this. So, What Doesn't Break by Cassandra Khaw is book number, well, I don't know exactly what book number, but it's part of the series called Critical Role, aka Bell's Hells. And this particular book was published in 2024, and it is told in third person. I read this via library book, and I really enjoyed it. This was the second or third book I read from this author that I've actually enjoyed, so I'm pleased with this one. Now, the Critical Role series, there's different books in this series, but they are written by different authors, so I don't know anything else about the series as a whole. This particular one is a young adult fantasy / horror, and the audio book was 11 hours and 13 minutes on standard one-time speed, and it has multiple narrators. We have Gray Delessy, Marisha Ray, Laura Bradley, and Robbie Damon. So we have 4 narrators on that, and so it was kind of cool to have a multiple cast of characters. For this one, we are following this main character who, it's during this time where women always wore dresses, and so it's like kind of a historical type young adult fiction, or it could be, I guess, set in the future, depending on how you view it. But it seems like it's set in the past. And this girl goes with her mother to this house to make a good impression. And she wants to be like this one person, that she wants to learn witchcraft. And she ends up going through this house and realizing that something's not quite right. And then fast forward a little bit. So since something happens, which I'm not going to say what, even though it's within the first chapter, so it could very well not be a spoiler. But anyway, then she wakes up and realizes something is different about herself. I'm not going to say what type of creature she has become, but she is now a certain creature that people fear and don't want anything to do with. And she basically has to hide, or she gets chased out of the village. Kind of think Frankenstein with pitchforks is how she can get chased out of villages. So you're watching this story. She goes from town to town. She wants to make some friends. She has this voice in her head that she talks to. And you're trying to learn the correlation between this voice in her head and her own voice. And is she actually going to make some friends? Is she a nice creature? Is she not? So the other creatures that you have in this is you do have elves, halflings, undead, dryads, half-orcs, imps, dwarfs, or dwarfs. I put dwarfs down, didn't I? Dwarfs. So as far as diversity, it's creaturely diverse. So you don't have comments on races or religious, really. I mean, there is a little bit of commentary on men treating women like objects in certain places, and that if something happens, that even though it's the man's fault, it's turned around and blamed on the woman. So there is a little bit of commentary on that. And then other content warnings is you do have body horror and gore, as well as animal death. So just be aware of that. But compared to an adult book, it is obviously much more tame because it is a young adult. So anyway, we're following this individual as she goes from town to town. She's finally in this one town she thinks she can get along with. She still has to hide and kind of go into hiding, but it looks like she might be making some friends. Maybe some of them are imaginary, some of them real, and things like that. And it just goes from there. And that is the book. Now, in case you are still on the fence, we have the following words in case there's one you want nothing to do with. We have the word suicide 1 time, damned 3, shit 10, bloody 3, not like in the shirt was bloody, but bloody like the swear word that is more commonly used in Europe or in England, hell 11, bastard 5, piss 4, damn 8, fuck 17, damn it once, ass once, dick once, horror once and the term goddamned 4 times. So that is the book. So there's nearly, horror, you just don't really want to say much because you don't want to spoil anything. And that's the problem that I've run into with that. So I'm going to pull up Cassandra Khaw and see if there's anything on Goodreads for the about the author. It says, let's see, it just says Cassandra Khaw is an award-winning game writer. Their recent novella, Nothing But Black and Teeth, was a British fantasy, world fantasy, Shirley Jackson and Bram Stoker Award finalist. Their debut collection, Breakable Things, is out now. So Cassandra Khaw, it sounds like, uses they, them pronouns. So there you go, in case you want an author that uses those pronouns. And that is pretty much all I can say with that. Definitely let me know, have you read any of Cassandra Khaw's other works? Did you like it or not? Is this author one that you enjoy and look forward to picking up more work from, or is it not for you? And if you've read What Doesn't Break, did you like it or not? Definitely let me know. And knowing what is contained in this, if you were on the fence, does this sway you to say, yeah, it's not for me, and to avoid it, or to go ahead and pick it up? Definitely let me know. Talk to me in the comment section below. And until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book. And I will talk to you later.